Good day, gamers. Toaster here again with another replay, this time in the T49. This is only a first class, but one of the things I did, I kind of fast forwarded past it, but I pinged the map where I was going to be spotting. And this is a somewhat interesting replay because things don't go to plan. And I'm using the Derp gun, which is not very good at long range. And a lot of the engagements you want to keep long range in this tank or in any light tank, especially in this matchmaking. So there's great players on both teams, and so although their light tanks are not extremely skilled. So and usually that means that they don't have full camo crews, they don't have they're not using consumables and that kind of thing, so which helps this tank because it doesn't have great camo. So let's get the replay started. As you know, if you've seen other videos, I like to go, you want to kind of dog leg in and get into this bush. However, someone takes this bush that I would normally use, and so I change my plan and I go over to the left a little bit, and I get really aggressive, too aggressive really, but I get lit, and now I'm in survival mode because there are a ton of dangerous tanks. So you notice I come over here to this side because it provides me bush cover from these guys that are coming up the hill, and the guy that lit me looks like he's going up the hill, so he's basically out of my view range already because of my camo rating. So what I'm trying to do is just stall long enough that they lose vision of me. So their light tank gets lit, and of course I'm lit as well. And so I use this rock at this point. So this rock, where I'm sitting now, the only place people can hit me is directly in front of me. And so normally people don't just sit there. So I'm not too worried that I'm going to get shot. I just want to drop spot. And so if there was anything in those bushes up there, I would absolutely see them. Now, I thought for a second I might still be lit, but that was just a blind shot by that guy. So good on him for shooting the location that he thought I was going to be. So this position is really, really aggressive, but this bush is very good. It's got very good camo, and so you'll see that as we play, people are not spotting me. So I'm just trying to reposition, and I'm of course turning around because I want to be able to leave if I need to. So this is where the gameplay gets a little bit boring, but we're already up 3-1 and nobody's gone on the hill, you know, and we've been responsible for 2,200 of that spotting damage. So I'm really actually quite happy with how things are going so far. We have a 1,000 hit point advantage at this point. But what I'm noticing is that we don't have very much going hill. We got a Conquer and a T-32. And I know that their good players are probably going to go hill, with the exception of the 103B. That's not a good tank to go hill, but Big Guns, he's in the WZ. Maybe we can change this so you can see a little better. But he's in the 113, and then there's a guy there's a WZ 5A, I think, on their team as well. So anyways, the reason we move up here is because I know that 103B is not facing me, and I haven't seen anything else, and I want to protect the guys that are pushing in on the enemy base, because really pushing in there is a really kind of a bad idea. So let's go back in first person view. So we're able to put 2 shots into that Unicum, and then and there's really, he was either going to face me or he was going to face the light tank. So at this point we're just trying to get up into a place where we can get more vision. unfortunately, we take a hit for it, and it's because of that 4202's out there spotting us. So I'm going to show you from this position, if people are on the hill, you can kind of come up here and get vision. Of course, I'm not nearly patient enough, and I should have just sat there. But if you take the route that I just took, it's fairly safe to get up there. And I'm still watching the guys on the hill. The guys on the hill are pushing our guys, so it just tells me that we really need to do something. So I do spot, so I'm going to pause it here again just because I want to show you. We spot that scorpion, and he's got a shot on me right now, but as soon as I dive down here, this knoll will cover me. So that's what I'm going to do, and it looks like the 4202 does not have a shot on me. So it's moves like that that allow you to be able to get spots in dangerous situations. So that puts us up to 4,000 spotting. Now we've only got 800 damage. We're going to come up behind this 4202 and nail him. He is very quick to repair his tracks. And so now it's time to boogie. Like I said, I know that there's 4 guys up on the hill, and we're putting cap pressure on. So at this point, really, all I have to do is stall, you know, and the Progetto's doing exactly the right thing. He's going to kind of stall the enemy, and that's all we need to do at this point. We're just going to sit back and stall. So it's called screening the cap if you aren't familiar with it. That 4202, I don't know. Yeah, we're able to get a shot on him. I don't know if I was still lit there or not, but anyway, nevertheless, the 113 just fired, and he is doing the right thing. He's shot on the move, but he's ignoring me because we're 16 seconds from capping. So he's ignoring me and headed towards cap, and we're able to take him out. Now, it's too bad that they stayed on cap because there's only 3 guys left now. And I heard the E100 fire, so I get around behind him, but we're not going to get another shot on him. So I believe this could have been an ace tanker without a doubt, because there was a lot of HTP to be had still. But instead my team capped out, and that's fine. A win's a win. But we ended up with 4,900 spotting assist, and we weren't. I guess I play lights a little bit too aggressive, but part of it is using the terrain to your advantage, and I'm able to do that. Whereas some people, they overspot, they overcommit like I do, but they don't know how to use the terrain, or they're trying to get a shot on the enemy instead of just trying to get away and evade. And I think that's a mistake a lot of light players make. So I appreciate you watching the video. Let's go ahead and go to the after action report. Okay, here we are at the after action report. We did end up with a first class. Like I said, we got a scout and a patrol duty, and look at all the tanks we spotted and all the tanks we spotted for damage. Pretty happy with that result. 1,128 damage, 1,068 base XP. That's, I believe, top of the team, right? Yeah, that's top of the team by quite a bit. So we did 5 shots. They call it 5 pens, but it was just 5 hits because it's HE. And then we spotted 4924. Ended up making 15,000 credits. As I've said before, firing HE, you don't use a lot of credits. Of course, we aren't taking into account the coke that we used, but that's 10,000 credits because I buy them on sale. So even then, we would have netted 5,000, 6,000 credits. So appreciate you watching. If you'd like to see more tanks, please subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you'd like, and a comment, and or you can dislike it if you'd like. So thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.